I don't see the problem. All right. Well, it should be back up and running for everybody, so we shouldn't have any kind of an issue or whatever. But what do we got? One more before we go to break, Corey.
A California crook uses McDonald's apple pies to rob bank.
Really?
Somewhere the Hamburglar is shaking his head.
I believe it too, dude. Could you imagine some guy walking into a McDonald's and he's got his hand in his pocket, right? And he's got an apple pie in his
pie.
He's like, give me all your money. I would probably have to laugh, dude, because I would start smelling the aroma from his pocket. Like, is there a apple pie in there or something?
2 for $1.
Right, exactly. I mean, but the guy got away with the money. That's the funny thing about it, though. He got away with the money. No one, and he's still on the loose right now. No one caught him. He used 2 apple pies to rob the McDonald's. It's not really an ingenious plan, but it worked.
It worked.
He got the money that was inside the register.
He left the bag behind. That's funny.
He left a bag behind. That's one thing you don't want to do, because now there's fingerprints.
Well, yeah, they got his picture and everything.
Right, exactly. So, they can run his prints and they can arrest him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of messed up, though. All right, real quick, guys. We're going to take our first break of the night, and we're going to get Riggs from Scum of the Earth on next. So hang tight, guys. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic.
Yeah, so's my vibrator, but I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand,
Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement.
It's now available at retail locations across the country,
as well as online at ReduxDirect.com.
That's ReduxDirect.com.
Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network,
where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
You can become a member.
By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned fans.
Want your music heard?
Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song.
Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network
on morningshowcentral.com.
If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service.
Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com.
Reserve your ride now.
330-903-0508. 330-903-0508.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services,
You can be confident your station will be all it can be.
Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com
and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum
with the man who knows how to help get your band even better.
Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests
and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life.
There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz.
He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents.
So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05.
Only on MorningShowCentral.com.
Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central till 1 a.m. Right here
on MorningShowCentral.com.
Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! What? Ow! Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You can do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show.
Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to Kingdom Come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate.
We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening
to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show,
1-888-668-0742.
Reach
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
He was the last one to go in. I had to go in first.
Did he sit in the front seat or the back seat?
He sat in the front.
Okay. All right. No, did I? Can I get my microphone on? Oh, sorry, Joe. There you go. I forgot about you.
Okay. Now I forgot what I was going to say because I was too late about my
whatever.
microphone.
It wasn't important anyways.
All right, with a little Vaseline, anything will fit, right?
Yes,
right. That's what I was going to say.
Dum-dum. That's what she said.
Yes, that is what she said.
All right. So...
If you play the tape of our show backwards, you'll discover a secret message. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, we're back. You want to call the show? Don't. Because I got Riggs from Scum of the Earth on the phone. And I won't answer the phone while I'm doing the interview. But after the interview, you can call 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. With some questions. Cory got a text a little earlier from someone. Yes, Marty Allen is doing a show here on MSC Radio Network. He does his show every Thursday night, 7 p.m. right here on MSC. Been doing it for about 2, maybe 3 months now, I believe it is now. I can't remember exactly how long it was, though. But he's here with MSC right now, so for answer that question for you. But I'm going to get Riggs from Scum of the Earth on the phone right now. So what's going on, Riggs?
Hey, I can barely hear you.
You
cutting in and out.
Okay, how about there? Is that good now?
Sounds like there's a pulsating gate on the phone.
A pulsating gate on the phone. Is that better?
Like you're talking through a fan. The volume drops out like every second.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to do the best we can with it, though. I mean, I don't know what's up with the phone, but it should be okay, though. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. I can kind of make out what you're saying.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping we can get through this interview, but we never had this problem before on the air. But so tell me a little bit about Scum of the Earth, Riggs.
What do you want to know?
How did the band get started?
Good Lord.
Good Lord.
Here. Do you want to try to call me back and see if that fixes it?
Yeah, we could try it. We could try calling you back if you want. Yeah, that'll work. Give me a second.
All right, man.
All right. We'll try calling him back here. Give me a second here. Maybe it's a cell phone or something. I am calling a cell phone, though. I never had that before. Let's try it again.
He had another problem. Maybe it's just me.
We're going to try it now. Let's see what happens.
All right. Try this. Hello?
How's that? Is that better?
No.
Oh, what the hell? That's weird. Never had this issue before, Riggs.
Huh.
Okay. How's that? Is that better?
You can't hear.
No. Are you on a cell phone?
No, I'm not on a cell phone. I wouldn't be doing a radio show on a cell phone, buddy.
You can't hear anything?
You can't hear anything we're doing?
Say what?
I said you can't hear anything we're doing?
I can kind of hear you.
Okay, how's that? Is that better right there?
Nope.
Jesus. This is weird. This is the weirdest interview I ever had in my entire life, man, doing UNN for the last 5 years, man. I never had this kind of an issue. I had a perfectly good interview with Tim King from Soil a couple weeks ago. I had another interview with another band last week, and I finally get Riggs from Scum of the Earth on the phone. I've been trying to get a hold of this guy for years, and he can't hear me. This sucks, dude.
Huh?
It's weird. It's almost like a practical joke the way that it sounds over the phone.
He thinks you're fucking.
like somebody's messing with me, or I just did a bunch of drugs or something. I don't know.
I don't know, dude, but I never had this kind of an issue before. Well, Riggs, I do apologize for everything, man, and I hope we can try to get you back on the show sometime soon.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me try to call. Is this number that you called me from? Can I just call it back from another phone, maybe?
Yeah, you can do that.
All right, let me try that real quick.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Riggs. I never had that issue before, man.
It's like talking to an old guy.
It's like, huh? No, you know what? It's like like talking to what was that? What's that deaf guy? The Incredible Hulk guy. What's his name?
Bruce Banner?
No, not him. Yeah, that's him. But what's his real name? Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh God! When we had an interview with Lou Ferrigno, dude, I physically had to yell into the mic to talk to him because he is deaf, dude.
I didn't know he was deaf.
Oh, and it's like, oh my God, really?
Oh shit!
It's insane. Yeah, well, hopefully he'll call us back though, and we'll get him on the phone here and talk to him for a little bit and see what's going on. But I never had this type of an issue before. I've done so many interviews in the past 5 years, man, and our phone system always worked flawlessly. Never had that type of an issue. Was that you or me?
It's not me.
That's me. What is he doing here? Who the hell is calling me at this time? Hello.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Well, you're actually calling. I got you on my cell phone, and now I got the microphone up against the cell phone.
Awesome. Well, I can hear you now.
All right, then we'll just use my cell phone then. This is crazy. Unbelievable. So tell me a little bit about the band, Riggs, and how long has the band been around?
Since what, 2004?
Yeah. And quite a while. And who is? I was reading some of your bio. Tell me a little bit about some of the bands that you played with in the past. I noticed that you guys got hooked up with Goomba Records and there's a lot of cool bands on that on there. And who is some of the bands that you played with in the past?
You mean that I played guitar for?
Yeah, play guitar for, or you played, or you collabed with, or you did some sort of show with them.
Everybody, it seems like. I mean, Zombie for a long time, Prong for a while, band Screw way back in the day.
And
I don't know, I just done songs with, I think, everybody.
Yeah. And all the people that you worked with in the past, I mean, tell me some of the is there any one person that you really liked working with in your whole career?
Yeah, lots of people. I'm trying to think. My favorite one?
You don't have a favorite?
I don't know. Can't think of anything. I mean, I've done stuff with a lot of cool people. Played on Alice Cooper's song. Had a lot of fun working with Cory Love out of. You probably never figure. That's kind of odd combination.
What Alice Cooper song did you play on?
I don't know. It's called Spook Show something. I don't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah.
I never even get a copy of it.
I've been following your career for quite a while now, and I've always been trying to get a hold of you to get you on the show here to do some sort of an interview with us. And it like I said, it's been a while since I've was able to get in contact with you until I found out that you and Tim are working together a little bit, and it kind of worked out in my favor because he's doing some stuff with you, but. In the years of you being in the business of music, do you see a lot of change in the music industry?
Yeah, all kinds, all the time.
can you tell me like as far as like the music and the downloading, how do you feel about the downloading of music? Do you think that is it too is it getting a little bit out of control where people are downloading people's music and not paying for it, and the file sharing on the internet is one of the things that is hurting the music industry?
I have no idea. I mean, the music industry is so big, it's hard to say, but for me personally, is this like the internet radio or is this like the real radio?
This is internet radio. You can say whatever you want to.
All right. Yeah, so I mean, the illegal downloading for people like me starting a new band, it like really fucks me up. You know, because you get if you're already in a big, huge band that's already sold millions of records in the past, you don't care. You know, you can make more money going on tour anyways. But if you're in a new band starting out, like me, even still with this Scum of the Earth, even though I've had it for 7 years now, it's like, you know, impossible to get money to make a record, to go on tour, to get artwork together, to do anything, because there's no money.
Yeah.
You see the record companies going out of business, and I don't know. So just for me personally, yes, fucked me up.
Yeah, like I said, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, dude, because I notice a lot of the bands, even some of the local bands here in Cleveland that are just starting out, and they're trying to get the name out there for themselves. And I see the same problem where, you know, a band would play their hearts out at a local club here, and they would go there and sell their merch, sell their CDs, and then 2 weeks later, you know, it's already online for download, and the band didn't even put it on online for download, and that's one of the things that is kind of not only hurting the little guys they're just trying to start out here. It's also some of the bigger name bands out there, the mainstream bands out there, that it's really hurting as well. And I always try to ask some of the guests that we have on the show, how is it affecting them? And most of them are saying the same thing you're saying, Riggs, is that it's, you know, it's hurting their bottom line when it comes to them going out and making new music, because it's like a no-win situation where, you know, they'll come out with a brand new CD, and then like 2 days later it's already leaked online and people are already downloading it for free, and they're not spending the $14 or $15 for the CD.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucked up. I don't know. I mean, back when, you know, as a teenager, you know, we're a brand new band with that band, Screw. And it's like the first record we put out, you know, this sold, like, by today's standards, like a shit ton of copies, and went on tour and had, you know, lots of people at the shows, and it was a brand new thing that nobody's heard of, but it was in all the stores, you know, it was like accessible, like people could find out about it. Now I can't do that with this band.
Right, exactly. And Scum of the Earth has been around for a long time, and you guys did a lot of touring out in the different places and everything. And what was one of your guys' favorite places to play?
I don't know. It's kind of all a blur.
It's all a blur.
Where's Scum of the Earth? Where are they originating from? Where are you guys coming from?
I mean, I live down in the Ozarks. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, Bible Belt, hell.
Scum of the Earth.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you know, that doesn't make it much easier doing music when I live here.
Right.
Like everything's set up to be the most difficult as possible for some reason.
Right. Do you have any upcoming like a new album, new CD, or anything like that, or new videos coming out, or anything like that, or do you have a new tour coming up soon, or are you gonna be playing out this spring, or this, you know, have any current shows coming up this winter?
Yeah, we're trying to get a new record done and get out this year. I mean, like you said, we just signed to Goomba Records, and just, you know, same thing about my location, being in You know, trying to get programmers and trying to get people to work on music. It's like tough, you know. They're like, well, you got a record deal, so you know we want all this money. It's like there is no money. You know, just fucking. Do you like playing music or do you like making money? Like what the fuck?
Right.
And so it's hard to get anything done. So it's just a slow process.
Well, I know what you're saying. It's all about, you know, going on tour. You know, it's like, okay, well, a record label isn't going to pay for you to survive off of, and that's what it comes down to, right? Can you hear
They're not going to what?
He said a record label, you know, it's kind of hard for you to survive off a record label, and I kind of agree with him too, because you know you get signed to a record label and you know you're hoping that you know your next new CD is gonna be groundbreaking and everything's gonna come out to the way it should be, and then all of a sudden you know you got all these shows, you're doing them all, and then by the time you're done and over with, you barely have enough to buy yourself a cappuccino at, you know, Starbucks.
Yes, that's pretty much sums it up.
So what's new?
You know, I never got into music for money though. Like that was never my
Yeah,
goal.
but you still got to survive. You still got to survive though. So I know what I mean. If you're not getting money from the labels when you're going on tour, how are you surviving? I mean, do you make enough to live off of, or?
Well, I mean, now I do, but for about 10 years, you know, I just lived in a little camper doodad you pull behind a truck, you know, a little single axle camper that my grandparents bought from some carnival.
Yeah. Showering at truck stops.
Fucking ever.
Right.
Eating, you know, dollar pizzas or whatever.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, it's kind of how people are today. I mean, with the way the economy is, people are eating macaroni and cheese and ramen noodles right now. So it's sort of like you're in a band, you know, and we're going through a recession right now. So it kind of sucks, though.
Yeah. But you know, been there, done that.
Right. So
when everything was good.
So the new CD's coming out pretty soon. When do you expect to release for the new CD?
I have no idea. I got about 6 songs done, and you know I don't even know how many more I need to do. I don't even know anything about the music business anymore. You know, is it all based off iTunes? Is it based off like what the hell? What are you gonna do? I have no idea. I'll just keep writing songs until they say that's enough and go on tour.
So you don't have any fun? Okay, do you have any fond memories of touring with Scum of the Earth, or is there any favorite places that you went that you really enjoyed doing? I'm trying to get something out of you, Riggs. One thing, man.
Where's this radio station from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, Peabody's. That's my favorite place to play.
Oh, come on, Riggs. Oh, my God. Every band that I speak to is like, where's your favorite place to play, or where do you want to play at? If you had any place in the world that you want to play, where would it be? I want to play at Peabody's. Come on.
What's the other one? The Agora? Is that the...
Yeah, the Agora's still around. It's awesome. All right, Riggs, I do appreciate you coming on the show, man, and I really hope for the best for Scum of the Earth. And are you planning on coming to Cleveland anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can go everywhere. With this deal with Goomba, it's a worldwide release, so hopefully we can just hit everywhere eventually.
I hope so. Well, I hope that you make a trip up to Cleveland and eventually. Maybe we can get you in studio and talk to you in person and find out what's going on with everything instead of doing a lousy phone interview. I rather prefer talking to you in person, because then that way I can read you and find out exactly what's going on in your head. Because doing a phone interview, I can't really read you. And I to me, like right now, doing the interview over the phone is like, I could probably get so much shit out of Riggs right now if he was in person. From any of the shows that you did, last question, any of the shows you did, was there anything crazy that ever happened to you, like backstage, or maybe something happened during the show, or anything that you can remember?
I mean, it's almost a nightly occurrence, it seems.
Okay, so one thing, what would that be?
Usually we're the ones kind of causing all the mayhem. like, all the instruments end up in the crowd somehow.
Instruments end up in the crowd. I mean, how does that happen? You throw a guitar out in the crowd,
drums, bass players, whoever.
That's hilarious.
There's some pictures online with that, with little captions going, "This used to be here, now it's out here," and show some tech smushed under an SVT cabinet. I don't know. It's like kind of all a blur. I don't know. I can't. Maybe got a little out of hand there for a while.
All right. Well, hopefully when you do come to Cleveland and you do your show at Peabody's, then I'll get to meet you in person and bring you in studio and we'll hang out. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll send our limo guy over for you and he can come grab you and we'll get you in the seat here and talk to you.
Absolutely.
All right, Riggs. I do appreciate you coming on the show. Where can everybody find you on the internet?
I guess stupid fucking Facebook. Not really place anybody's at, isn't it?
I appreciate it. All right, Riggs. I appreciate you coming on, man.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
All right, bye-bye. All right, jeez. Riggs is crazy, man. It's the first time I had to do it with a cell phone. And you know what? The thing was with this is I'm going to call – actually, I'm going to get a hold of Tim, though. I told him that I was doing the interview with him, and I was hoping to God that, we can get him on. And, I've heard interviews in the past from Riggs, man. Uh-huh. And this is nothing – this is not Riggs at all, man. I'm thinking maybe that I got punked. And this isn't really Riggs that I was speaking. It was some roadie that was working some concession stand at one of his old shows or something like that.
That'd be classic.
Watch. I bet you $100 Tim did that too. Because I was thinking, I'm like, this doesn't sound like Riggs, man. Because I heard interviews with him before. I think I got punked, dude. I really do. I think I got punked. First time in 5 years, man.
He knew what Peabody's was.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He probably had somebody in the background. Well, he probably did his homework. He probably said, "Well, they're from Cleveland." He's probably going to ask, and he probably knew some of the clubs here in Cleveland. He said, "Well, just throw out Peabody's. That'll work."
I was going to bring up that somebody just died in the last time we played at Peabody's.
Yeah, I was hearing about that too.
Yeah, it was. We played with Mushroomhead. It was about a month ago, and it was their Christmas show.
Yeah.
And the band that played right before us on the main stage, the drummer died at the bar.
He
went in a cardiac arrest.
Really?
To revive him, yeah.
That's insane, dude. So, he went in a cardiac arrest. So, was anybody there to, maybe help him?
From what I understand, they tried giving him CPR.
Right.
And it wasn't working. And from what I understood, they weren't, I don't know who it was. I don't know who was performing the CPR on them, but they weren't doing it correctly. There was a nurse around trying to say, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong.
I did call when Cory, I know about the story, but when Cory called me and told me about this, and he says, you know what, you might want to say this on the air. I didn't, because I did call the Red Cross to ask them about CPR. Mm-hmm. They said there's really no wrong way of doing CPR. As long as you're blowing in the person's mouth and you're doing chest compressions, there's really no wrong way. So, I'm not a doctor.
I think it all depends on the training and the hands-on, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a first aid responder before and at my work, and the guy got his, I work with windows, and I seen a guy, he died at my work.
Jeez.
The glass had a run in it, and it came down and cut his jugular. And, I mean, there's nothing you can do. And I was on a first aid response
You know what?
team, and that was awful, man.
I'm curious now. I'm still thinking I'm getting punked here. Hold on. I'm going to do something real quick before I go to break and get Medicaid on the show. I'm going to call my house.
Did you say Medicaid?
Medicate.
Oh, Medicate.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, what the fucking call Medicaid for?
Oh, I doubt.
In order to complete this call.
I don't even know my own house number. All right. Let me see here. Let me do this. All right, here we go. All right, riveting radio. All right. Okay. I'm curious now. I think I got punked, dude. I really did.
Hello?
Hey, the dog. Look, remember that, Cory? Remember that, Cory?
We were just talking about that.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
See, I got punked, dude. I knew there was nothing wrong with the studio line. Nothing at all. I don't think that was Riggs, dude.
You don't think so?
I don't think that was Riggs, dude. I think that was a handler. I think that was a handler.
Handler?
Yeah, I think it was a
Have
handler.
Shannon call the number and see what happens.
Have Shannon call the number and find out what happens.
Seriously.
But you can hear me just fine, right?
Yeah, I can hear both of you.
See?
Hi.
All right. All right. Thank you, dear. All right. There's my wife. That was my lovely wife. But again, I think I got punked, dude. I'm calling Tim King after the show. I definitely am. I'm calling Tim King. I'm like, dude, I just called. No, dude, I don't get punked on UNN. No, I don't get punked, dude. There's no fucking way I'm gonna get punked. No fucking way. All right, you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
If this is your idea of a morning pick-me-up, you're our kind of listener.
Uncensored Net Noise.
You want a date?
I'm gonna puke on you.
Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request.
Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central.
Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Uncensored Net Noise is fueled by Cocaine Energy Supplement.
Hey, if you had to work on a Friday night, you'd need it too.
If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service.
Check them out on the web. LifestyleLimousineService.com.
Reserve your ride now.
330-903-0508. 330-903-0508.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
The Project X Show.
Project X Show.
Driven by porn.
Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Project X Show.
Live on MorningShowCentral.com.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people.
Jousted Out tackles the politics of today.
Expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out?
Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com.
Pete 99 Technologies.
Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating.
Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers.
That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999,
P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider.
Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee.
No questions asked.
For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence.
With honest and expert customer service.
P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningsHowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. The adrenaline rush.
All you need to do is feel it.
The thrill of victory.
Winning is the only option. The only option. The only option.
And all the locker room chatter.
No. Wrong. Game over.
Get high on sports. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Want to know everything going on with the Browns, the Cavs, the Indians, even the Monsters? These guys know it.
You have the most amazing effect on people.
You know why? They're high on sports. Monday night at 9 p.m.
Then I am in.
On MorningsHowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Richard Christie, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningsHowCentral.com.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningsHowCentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningsHowCentral.com.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningsHowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. Stay on this channel.
You're gonna like it.
MorningsHowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order. Shut your fat mouth.
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningsHowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
Hey, this is Tim King from Soil, and you listen to Uncensored Net Noise.
Due to affirmative action, we have a black guy on the show. Whoa. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningsHowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on MorningsHowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742.
previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
What are your guys' take on how the scene here is in Cleveland?
I think the scene is pretty awesome, but it used to be a lot better. And that's not necessarily the music or the bands. That's more the places available to play, the promotion available. You used to be able to go do shows at Flashes.
Right. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, Flashes had open mic night. You could go down there if you were a starting out band, and you could just go up on stage and play. You didn't have to sell tickets. You didn't have to, it's really hard for a new group that nobody knows to get going because, nobody knows you.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise. What happens when a dysfunctional family stops taking their medication?
Oh, this is so hilarious.
Keep listening and find out. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. I think I got punked, man.
I don't know.
I think I got punked.
I think you did.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
I do have the band Medicate in the other room right now. And my first question, are you guys normal? And are you guys... any of you guys found on Craigslist?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and maybe.
I don't even use Craigslist. I don't.
Well,
This is us. We are who we say we are.
So tell me a little bit about the band.
We started the band about a year ago.
Okay.
And me and Rude were going to jam together at first, and then never ended up happening. And I started talking to this guy, Chris Noble, and just put the two together. We got together around March, and originally tried auditioning a few different band members and stuff, like people who play rhythm guitar and whatnot. None of them really worked out. It's been the three of us ever since then.
Okay.
In around April.
Where'd you guys originate from? Like, what bands did you all come from?
Well, you're better known than any of us.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you are.
Get a little closer to the microphone.
This is Chris.
Just go ahead and grab the microphone off the stand. And
Yeah, really.
Yeah, so you don't have to leech over there and grab it.
Oh, let's see. Played in the Charger Street Gang from '98 until about 2003.
Oh, are you?
So.
This is all Cleveland?
Yeah,
Cleveland bands?
local band.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm originally from PA, but all the bands I've been in have been from Cleveland.
Well, what were you guys? What were you from? What bands? Any?
I was in a bunch of bands about 10 years ago. I hadn't really been in any bands for a long time.
Take some time off.
Yeah, I didn't really like anything I was doing very much. I mean, I was in a lot of bands, nice people, fun to jam with and whatnot, but it just wasn't what I wanted to do. But I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time anyway, so it was kind of mutual.
So what was
mutual confusion?
So what was the difference between what you were doing then and what you're doing now?
A big difference. I wasn't even playing heavy metal.
No.
I was the first people I met when I moved here were all folks in the punk and indie rock scene, and I was sort of miscast as a guitarist for that. I was in a bunch of bands in high school and whatnot, and really the only band I've ever been in that anybody listening might have heard of is a band called Breaker.
Breaker.
I was in Breaker for
with Bill Peters.
Well, he's the manager. He's not in the band.
Well, no.
Yeah.
So why you didn't want to bring that up?
No. No, I was getting there, but I mean that's probably the only band that you anyone listening would have heard of. I was in Breaker in 04 and 05 for all of about 6 or 7 shows, but it just so happens the two of them were in Germany.
So you got to go play in Germany.
Yeah, I got to play one of the smaller festivals. Smaller meaning it's only 2,000 people, right?
Yeah, I know. Well,
yeah, really.
Why didn't you stay with Breaker?
They got Brooke Hodges back. That's what happened. They got the guy that's been playing bass for them since like 1988 to come back. All it was they got me to play on a tour. And he hadn't played in a while. They hadn't done anything for about 3 years. I mean, he just hadn't played his bass in forever. So they knew. I mean, I was already friends with those guys. I'd been in another band with Mark Klein, the drummer, before, and I'd recorded with Don DePew at his old 609 studio.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
right. Yeah, I used to record there with all of my bands from like '98 till the place closed. And what did it close? 05, 06. I mean, Mark Klein runs it now. It's Noise Floor now, but it was 609.
Yeah, real quick though, we do have a phone call. What the hell is this? No, it's. Are they on the air? Yeah, I turned them on.
I hear a buzzing sound.
You're live. Go ahead. Yep, they hung up. Okay. I guess they didn't want to ask questions to you. All right, whatever.
I was going to say, what are they going to ask me? I don't know who we are.
Well, wait a minute, man. He said, okay, he wasn't. Were you even going to bring up Breaker? Or were you
yeah. I was eventually going to bring that up.
He's more.
I was going to bust his balls if he didn't. Trust me, I would have. Yeah, I would have got him.
I used to play bass in the band. For a while. I'm actually on their last release. They put out Peace, Love, Death.
But you're playing guitar now?
I always have played guitar. I just played bass for that band. And I've played bass for some studio, like some sessions before, but I'm a guitar player.
Yeah.
Always have been.
Well, you know, I know when a lot of people that play guitar, they go to play bass and it's just, I've actually been in a band before where the guitar player switched over to play bass because bass players are actually difficult to find.
Yeah,
and
good ones.
And
yes, good ones.
And
right.
And you know what? And people think, if you can play guitar, you can play bass.
It's not necessarily.
It is not the same.
Some people like Don DePew do it really well. I mean, he's a great guitar player, but he's just as good or even better of a bass player.
Yeah.
When that guy attacks the bass, it's amazing. He beats the living crap out of it. It's wonderful.
So what's some of the upcoming things that you guys are going to be working with the band? I mean, anything new coming up on the horizon?
Yeah. We got a show next weekend on Saturday, the 18th. We're going to be playing at the Foundry with
the old Hi-Fi Club.
Yep.
Yeah, the old Hi-Fi Club, the old Blind Lemon, the old Hennessy's, if you even remember that.
The Breakfast Club.
For about 2 minutes, it was a Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Right.
Before he
moved
Billy
Morris Bar.
The Billy Morris Show.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. We're going to be playing there with two bands called Misery Loves Company and Scrying Rapture.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
How much are tickets?
Should just be $5.
Yeah, it's $5.
$5 at the door?
Yep.
Yeah, $5.
Is it an all ages show?
Yeah, I think you pay a little more if you're under 18.
I would imagine it would be
under
like
21.
Or under 21.
I would imagine it would end up being like $7 instead of $5.
Yeah.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
And with now this band's been around for how long? No, you answered it. How long now?
9 months.
9 months. And what do you guys see in a year with this band?
Well, we're about ready to put out an album, probably mid-spring, late spring.
Yeah.
And we're already well into writing for the second recording.
Yeah, we've already started demoing songs for the second album. The first one ain't even out yet, so we're
Things
doing
are
well.
happening.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah.
And if there was any band that you would want to collab with or actually do something with, who would it be?
I think we should all answer that separately.
I know my choice. I'm just going to turn around.
Okay.
It would be
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I mean, what?
I'd like
in a dream world, yeah.
If we were going to get to open for anybody that...
Right.
Oh, jeez.
Anybody locally? You
Yeah,
mean?
it could be locally, it could be nationally, it could be anybody you want.
I'd love to do a gig with Threefold Law
Yeah,
God.
we want to do some gigs with Threefold Law.
Forged in Flame, Venom is awesome. Venom and James.
Yeah.
Venom and James?
Yes.
Yes, we like those guys a lot.
Yeah, they've been around for a long time too.
Good guys.
Yeah, those are old Bill Peters guys, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean that's how
They kind of adopted them after they got
exactly.
screwed.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, that's one thing I could say about Bill, man. He's a
stand-up guy.
He's an upstanding guy,
he
man.
is.
And the nice thing about him is that he'll go out of his way for a local band here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with me too. I'm sort of like the same way too, because I'm kind of like sick of like going to a show and then you're there and you don't stay for the entire show. You just go there for the band that you want to see and you leave.
Yeah.
And I hate that. I mean, when you got 4 bands playing, you should go there for the whole show. You're spending $5 or whatever it is to get in the door. Yeah. You should use all your $5 and stick around.
Especially if it's not being overbooked. I mean,
Right.
if it is only 3 or 4 bands, if it's like 5 or 6, you're going to have a lot of people not sticking around.
And you never know, too. I mean, you could be pleasantly surprised.
I have to say,
happens
I have
too,
to
yeah.
say with the Foundry, I've noticed since the Foundry has reopened, without they have not been overbooking bands.
Yeah.
I've noticed they've been only booking 3, 4,
he
4
noticed
bands
that too.
tops.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day because we almost had 4 bands on the bill and it's 3, and it's like they're fine with that. Most bands will be all like, "Oh, you gotta get another band or 2 bands or whatever,"
Just
and
'cause
then
they think-
nobody will get paid,
Yeah.
and then nobody will stay for the whole show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
And
Well,
certain bands will just bring in their friends, and all their friends won't even
and
go
then
in
their
the,
friends will leave as soon as
Yeah.
they get done playing.
Oh
Yeah. It's
well, exactly.
kind of
too.
sad.
And well, with the other bands that you guys are playing with next week, are they similar to your guys' music or
I haven't.
They're
gotten to
kind
hear 'em
of,
yet.
I think, kind of metalcore.
metalcore?
Yeah, and Scrying Rapture, I'm not even sure. I think they're from out of town.
What, have you guys noticed that? You guys, how many shows have you played since you've been together? You said 9
5.
months, 5 shows.
5 shows.
And have you guys noticed that you get booked with bands that are completely different than what you guys sound
Yeah,
like?
a couple were completely.
Are you guys fine with that though?
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected.
The show
especially
Color
early
Forms
on.
was really good. I mean,
Yeah.
we did a show with this band called Color Forms at a kind of artsy place called Bella W that you wouldn't normally see a metal band at, and we went over really well. I mean, there was no admission at the door, but like people tipped us, and we all made money that night, even though it was supposed to be a free show. That was awesome.
That was a pleasant surprise, actually getting money.
Yeah, and Color Forms is like, I mean, it's like.
Well, it's like two synthesizers and a bass player. It was almost totally electronic, and they're freaking cool.
Sometimes a synth player in the middle
them.
play guitar, but it was like free-form soundscapes.
Ambient.
I mean, it almost reminded me of like Frippinino.
Okay. I get
Yeah,
you.
that's what it kind of reminded me of. And I mean, it would actually be nice if we did that again, and like their set just sort of faded into our set. We all just sort of jammed together in the middle or
That
something.
would be
That
great.
would be nice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we could do our Hawkwind cover then.
Hawkwind. That's going back. My dad listened to Hawkwind.
Yeah, that's why I went. Oh,
Freaking love Hawkwind.
That's old.
Wasn't
man.
Lemmy?
Yeah.
Meister in it?
Right,
Lemmy
he
was in Hawkwind for all of 4 years, and people dwell on that. But I
they
mean,
were the great years.
It's like, damn, my father listened to that stuff, man.
we could have a
Atomic Rooster.
We could.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I was gonna say my favorite album's the one where they had Ginger Baker. And they had Ginger
Levitation.
Baker. They did Levitation in 1980.
Yeah, that's
That
that's
was a great
really
album.
good, kind of unrecognized album by Hawkwind.
Yeah, we covered the single from that album.
Did
Who's
you?
gonna win the war?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys do it now?
Yeah.
It's on the CD.
It's on the CD. Yeah.
Second song.
Yeah. Who's gonna win the war? It was a single for the Levitation album.
I'm just a guest host, so I really didn't get to hear anything really. So
okay.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Now, there's like, okay, you probably already heard me ask the question to our last guest that I think I got punked with.
Yeah, we'll actually answer your questions.
Right. And it's extremely, refreshing that I'm getting answers from you guys too. But the question I have for you is, what do you think about the Cleveland music scene here? And do you think it needs a little bit of improvement, or do you think it needs a lot of improvement?
I think I should just shut up.
No, seriously. I ask every band this question, every local band that comes in here.
Yeah, but I don't know if you want to.
I really want the answer from you. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm playing heavy metal now. That's all I have to say. I am very glad that I'm playing heavy metal now, and I'll just leave it at that. I mean, Cleveland has a scene for metal that kind of, does this. And
where they look out for each other.
Yeah, and there really isn't a scene for anything else like that.
That's not true.
Really?
That's not. Yeah, well, it's not completely. Yeah, okay, we're humans. It's not. Nothing's 100%. But I mean, in metal, I've seen a lot more people look out for each other than say when I was playing indie rock or punk.
I'll tell you what, though. I've been in the metal scene for years and years. 20 years.
Sure.
I've been playing in metal bands, and. You don't know who your friend is out there. You really
don't.
Oh,
no, I know that.
It's a dog-eat-dog with the metal scene. And,
I've realized that more in the past couple of years than any other time. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You do not know who your friend is, and people that I thought had my back and people that I trusted were, they tear you down in a heartbeat.
It's like that with any scene, though. I mean, and part of the thing too with a city like Cleveland is just with the size of the city, it kind of has a. You get the different fractured scenes that become very, I don't want to say territorial, but
cliquey,
very cliquey and very insular,
very,
and it really isn't conducive to any sort of like cross pollination of ideas or anything.
Yeah.
So it's real easy. It's real easy to get jaded by that kind of thing.
Well, you know what I noticed with bands like I've dealt with that we thought we were like whatever brothers or whatever.
Oh, sure.
Brother bands, friends with each other. They'll be like, okay, will you play our show? We play our show. It'll be a ticket sale show. Oh yeah, bring bring all your fans and bring all your friends and fans and everybody. Sell tickets for them. Come see us. But okay, well, we're headlining this show. Will you come see it? Will you play the show? Oh, we can't do this show. And it's like, okay, well, it's scratch my back, scratch yours. Or what? When you're playing in Cleveland. That's what sucks because it seems like, okay, they want to get all the Cleveland bands to bring locals in.
Yeah.
And from doing it, I've always said that, the headliner band should be responsible for bringing their own crowd. I've just always felt that way. So that way, when you're first starting out, it's really hard, and it really is hard to get out there because people don't come see you. They don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And you can't go play out of town. You can't go play out in Akron or Kent because who are you going to bring out there?
There's nowhere left to play in Kent, dude. They've all closed. I mean,
and again, that's like some of the local facilities here in Cleveland. I mean, you only have a handful. You got Peabody's, you got sometimes the Agora.
I want to play at Peabody's.
Oh Jesus!
I'll tell you what, anybody can play at Peabody's.
Yeah, but I want to play Peabody's.
You got the Agora, you got the Foundry, you got the Fantasy and the Symposium, and that's. And maybe the Beachland if you can get in there.
You've got
maybe.
I mean, you've
Grog Shop.
Hopefully, you're eventually going to have the saw. I mean, hopefully that'll start working out better.
No, the saw is gone.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Again.
All right. Well,
was it the Beehive?
Shows you how up to date I am.
Yeah, it was the Beehive and then the
Hive
and then
the Beehives in Pittsburgh
or whatever the hell
back
it is.
to the Hive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well,
I live right down the road. I know.
Oh, you're a Parmaniac.
Parma,
yeah.
Born and raised.
Parma.
Well, not born, but
raised.
Grew up, raised there.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of people in a lot of metal bands from Parma.
Parma,
I mean,
and
it's.
Akron.
Yeah. I mean, there's other metal bands I mean, the only other band I've really ever been in was Virgin Killer. That was a Scorpions cover band, but like half the people in the band were from Parma.
Right. Yeah, and it's
what was the Scorpions band?
It was called Virgin Killer. We only did 3 shows.
Oh, okay.
It was. Do you know who Sandy Kruger is?
I was just about to say Sandy.
Yeah.
Yes, I was the bass player.
Her son's got a band too.
Eric Kruger has Lower 13. They're very good. Eric
Yeah.
Kruger's a very good drummer.
Yes, they're a very good band.
He was in the news also with the pizza flipping sign.
Yeah. He's very well known for that now.
Lower 13 played with us at our CD release party.
Right. Well,
okay.
Yeah, they were in studio not too long ago too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we talked to them for a while too.
Yeah.
It was like sometime like in like the summer, like almost the end of summer, we had him in or something like that. I think it was at the old studio. I think it was too.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, down in Lakewood. Yeah. So, but
where were you guys in Lakewood?
We were right next to the Fantasy.
Oh, you were in that empty.
Yeah.
Oh, you were where the head shop was. Gee, wonder how I know that.
Yeah, that's where we used to be. Yep. Well, it used to be the old guitar shop, and then it turned into something else, and now we took it over.
I vaguely remember the guitar shop. I've lived here for 15 years, but I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy. I think Billy's partner Jimmy owned that guitar shop next to the Fantasy or something.
Okay.
And then we took it or something, but.
I think I went there once around when I first moved here or something.
Right.
I don't remember it at all. I don't even know what it was called.
Now, what do you see here in the summer? Well, actually, in the spring coming up, what do you guys got planned?
Do more shows. I mean, we got to put the album out first.
Okay.
We're just.
When's that gonna come?
Pretty soon. I'm working on mixing it with Michael, a guy named Mike McDonald.
Okay.
And we're working on mixing that. And we're going to get that out. I mean, I'm not sure who's going to master it yet, but we'll probably figure that out pretty quickly. And we'll get the new album out probably in another couple months. It's going to be called In Motion Like Water. And it's a really good album. It's, some progressive doom metal, or as we call it, space metal.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff. I really enjoy being in this band a lot. Really fun.
That's awesome because I mean, there's not too many local bands out there anymore that
enjoy what they're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, and you took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly.
I'd been in so many bands not enjoying what I was doing. That I mean, just getting to be in a band where I get to co-write the songs with two other guys that both can write really good. And I mean, every song we write it's like a three-way, writing team.
Or you got band members that are falling off every other week, and they got a new guitarist or a new bassist or whatever.
It's
really hard to find the right members. Too.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Click together. It's a family. It really is a family.
Yeah. It is, or at least it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of bands that just kind of get together and practice for a month and then go tour, and they don't see each other for 9 months. I mean,
exactly. Yeah. So. Okay, where can everybody find your music? And do you have a website, Facebook, MySpace?
Yeah, we don't have a .com yet because we're still too new. We recently had to change the name of the band. We were called Medicated, and there was another band. There was a death metal band from Finland called Medicated.
So?
That was really but they're
in Finland.
They're cool and they're good.
Yeah, they're really good, and I didn't want to. What was going to happen is it was going to become really hard to apply for like iTunes type stuff because we had the same name.
There's only one problem with the band Medicate, and Chris did it earlier. I thought he said Medicaid. I'm like,
I know.
Come out in wheelchairs.
Yeah, that's actually why we put the D at the beginning originally. But I was like, there's already a band called that. We're gonna get it. And sure enough, about five months into having the band, the bass player from Medicated contacted us on our Facebook and was just like, yeah, this is gonna.
Well, you can always change it to Medicaid in about 50, 60 years.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
When we turn into the Rolling Stones.
Right, exactly. And you need walkers to get up on stage.
This tour brought to you by Geritol.
Our 14th album will be called Wick.
Awesome. That's great. All right, so you guys got a Facebook. What is that again? It's Medicate?
Right. Our Facebook is facebook.com/Medicate Metal. But if you just want to go straight to the tunes, it's reverbnation.com/Medicate is just the simplest way to go.
Awesome. I really do appreciate you guys coming on, man. You guys going to stick around for some news as we come back from break?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, real quick, guys. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. I got the guys. This time, I actually had a successful interview.
Yeah. We actually knew things about our own
don't jinx it, man. Just don't jinx it, man.
Show's not over yet.
Show's not over yet.
It's not over yet. Yeah. We could still screw over the entire rest of the show for you.
I might get punked, man, right in here, with these guys, too.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. You listen to Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
It's electronic. Yeah, so's my vibrator, but I don't have to sit in the chair and listen to it for an hour and a half.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise right here on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hey, this is Joe Dirt, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out. Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
Due to great consumer demand,
Redux Beverages has officially announced the return
of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement.
It's now available at retail locations across the country,
as well as online at ReduxDirect.com.
That's ReduxDirect.com.
Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network,
where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world.
Cocaine Energy Supplement.
You can become a member.
By logging on to lovecocaine.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
Hey, Unsigned Fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Fans.
Want your music heard?
Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song.
Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network
on morningshowcentral.com.
If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service.
Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com.
Reserve your ride now.
330-903-0508. 330-903-0508.
Lifestyle Limousine Service.
And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services,
you can be confident your station will be all it can be.
Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com
and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Coming at you from the rock and roll capital, it's an exciting and fast-paced global forum
with the man who knows how to help get your band even better.
Yeah! Doc Rock tackles industry issues with informed guests
and invites your questions, concerns, and tales of band life.
There's never a dull moment in Doc's world of showbiz.
He cares about artist issues and escalating your talents.
So make an appointment with Doc Rock on Band-Aid.
Thank you!
Tuesday night, starting at 9:05.
Only on MorningShowCentral.com.
Join host Brian for Dominion Live Chicago every Friday night, 11 p.m. Central till 1 a.m. Right here
on MorningShowCentral.com.
Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow!
What? Ow! Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on MorningShowCentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
MorningShowCentral.com.
Don't touch that mouse.
Besides, you don't run the same gag twice. You do the next gag.
MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com.
What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show. Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate.
We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening
to Morning Show Central Radio Network. It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
Live on MorningShowCentral.com. If you'd like to call the show,
1-888-668-0742.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
There's a guy. I mean, he's a big boy, man. I mean, look, I'm a fat kid too, but this guy he's pretty big. I mean, but they all came in one car, and there's 4 of them. All right, now this car looks like a clown car. I swear to God, I mean, just imagine a Prius, okay? Just
this car,
just a tad bit bigger than a Prius.
All right.
And Big Hoss gets out of it. That's insane, dude.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Before I get any further, I got a video I want to show you guys. It's really, really cool. I want to set it up first before I do it, though. I hope the intern... Yeah, she's in there. Cool. Basically, Cory, you got kids, right?
Yes, I have a son.
Okay, you guys in there have any kids?
I have a 8-week-old daughter.
You have anybody else?
No.
Nope. No other kids in there. Okay. Now, let's say hypothetically you did have kids, okay? And let's say the kid was maybe about 10 years old or something like that. Maybe, let's say 16 years old. Let's just say that. Hypothetically. And your kid's got a Facebook page, and she goes on Facebook blasting you, saying how crazy you are and how you make her do chores and how you make her do this, and I'm not going to get your coffee no more. You know, get it yourself, blah, 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 right? Okay. And being a father, you'd probably be pissed off because you've seen it on Facebook, right? Right, guys?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I got this video. This guy made a YouTube video. He posted it online and broke into her Facebook account and posted the video on her Facebook account. Jeez. Okay. Jeez. So go ahead, hit play on it.
Good afternoon. It's February 7th, 2012. This is for my daughter, Hannah, and more importantly for all her friends on Facebook who thought that her little rebellious post was cute. And for all you parents out there that think your, kids don't post bad things on Facebook, well, I want to read you one. I took off my daughter's Facebook wall. She thought she'd be smart by blocking her parents from being able to see it. Hannah, you were grounded for about 3 months for doing something very similar to this. And I would have thought, with a father that worked in IT for a living, you'd have better sense than to do it again. But I just spent about 6 hours yesterday fixing your computer for you, upgrading it for you, spent about $130 on software. And today, I run across a post on your Facebook page that you didn't think I'd be able to see. So since you want to hide it from everyone, I'm going to share it with everybody. This is called To My Parents, by the way. To my parents, I'm not your damn slave. It's not my responsibility to clean up your shit. We have a cleaning lady for a reason. Her name is Linda, not Hannah. If you want coffee, get off your ass and make it yourself. If you want a garden, shovel the fertilizer yourself. Don't sit back on your ass and watch me do it. If you walk in the house and get mud all over the floor that I just cleaned, be my guest. But clean it up after you're done getting shit everywhere. I'm tired of picking up after you. You tell me at least once a day that I need to get a job. I love this part. You could just pay me for all the shit that I do around the house. Seriously? Are you kidding me? I'll get to that in a minute. Every day when I get home from school, I have to do dishes, clean the countertops, all the floors, make all the beds, do the laundry, and get the trash. I'm not even going to mention all the work I do around your clinic. And if I don't do all that every day, I get grounded. You know how hard it is to keep up with chores and schoolwork? It's freaking crazy. I go to sleep at 10 every night because I'm too tired to stay up any longer and do anything else. I have to get up at 5 in the morning to get ready for school. On the weekends, I have to sleep with my door locked so my little brother won't come get me up at 6. That part's true. This is all true. This is what she's saying. And I'm tired of this bullshit. Next time I have to pour a cup of coffee, I'm gonna flip shit. I have no idea how I have a life. I'm gonna hate to see the day when you get too old to wipe your ass and you call me asking for help. I won't be there. Signed, your pissed kid, Hannah. I'm gonna address a couple of these. We have a lady that cleans the house for us as a favor to trade off some services. She is not, and you will never again refer to her as a cleaning lady. That lady works harder in one day than you ever have in your life.
Yeah, probably.
Pay you for the chores seriously? Pay you for chores that you're supposed to do around the house. You come home from school, you have a list of chores that are on the wall because you can't remember them if you don't. They are sweep the living room and kitchen floor, which total will take you about 3 minutes. If the countertops are dirty, wipe them down, which takes about a minute. If the dishwasher's full and been run, empty it and put the dishes away. If it's not, just be sure all the glasses and stuff are in the dishwasher. If you have any laundry of your own, do it. And if your bed is unmade, do it. You don't have to do my laundry. You don't have to make my bed. You don't have to make the guest bed. You have to make your own bed. Once a month or so, I guess you probably have to make the guest bed. But pay you for chores? Are you out of your mind? You are 15 going on 16 years old. You want things for your laptop, you want a new battery, you want a new cord, you want a new camera, you want a new phone, you want a new iPod, but you won't get off your lazy ass to even look for a job. The only job that you've applied to is the one I made you apply to because I got the application for you. And you've been too lazy to even carry that back. When I was your age, I had moved out of the house, lived on my own, went to college while in high school, worked 2 jobs, was a volunteer fireman, and still went to school. Your responsibilities include waking up on time and getting on the bus. That's the end of your responsibility each day. You don't have that hard a life, but you're about to. I warned you months ago about what would happen if you did something like this on Facebook again. The last time you were grounded, and quite frankly, I've forgotten now, but it was for something fairly childish and stupid. We took away the computer, that kind of thing. No cell phone, no Facebook. And I told you if it ever happened again, that it'd be a lot worse. And I was really close that day to putting a bullet through your laptop. Now,
all right, pause it for a minute.
This time, I just spent all day yesterday, blew half my...
All right, here's where it gets good. This is where it gets good. This guy goes ballistic. Oh, here's where it gets good. Go ahead, hit it.
Hey, upgrading your laptop, putting new software on it, spend about $130 in software to get everything, to the way that you want to have it for school. You don't have to worry about buying a new laptop battery. You don't have to worry about buying a new power cord. You don't have to worry about buying a new camera because you won't be using any of them till probably college. I don't know how to say how disappointed I am in you and how disrespectful you were to every single adult in your life. But kid, you got it easy. Way easy. It's about to get harder. It's about to get a whole lot harder today. Because you're not going to see this, and for all I know, you might not ever see it. But as soon as I'm done, I'm going to post this on your Facebook wall. So all those kids that thought it was cool for how rebellious you were can see what happens. And all the parents may get an idea to put a boot up their own kid's ass. Because all this, there was more curse words in that one post, just ridiculous. Not happening. Disrespectful to me, your mother, your stepmother, your family, your friends, and yourself. So I'm going to put a stop to it. And I'm going to put a stop to it right now. That right there is your laptop.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You see it's out here on the ground. This right here is my 45.
Nice. Yes.
That was the first round. These are exploding hollow point rounds from, yeah, and you have to pay me back for these too, because these are about $1 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. And after that comment you made about your mom told me to be sure I put one there for her. So that one's from her. And if I got one left, I got 2 left. Now I'm out. So, just for the record, whenever you're not grounded, whenever year that happens to be, you can have a new laptop when you buy a new laptop. And when you pay me back the $130 for the software I spent on yours yesterday. Hope you've enjoyed your little fiasco on Facebook. Hope it was worth all this. Have a good day, y'all.
That was awesome.
Nice.
What a prick. What a prick.
What do you mean, what a prick, dude?
What
this
a prick,
this
man.
guy, that was awesome,
You know,
dude.
I would never do that to my kid. I would never disrespect his privacy. You know what? Everybody fucking has problems with their parents, man. Everybody does.
I agree 100%.
I would
but
never do that to my kid.
But the thing is,
I would never invade his privacy. And you know what? I have a relationship with my son where he respects my authority. You know, he
respects your authority.
Not my authority. No, he respects me. If I am disappointed in him, that's the worst thing I could ever do is be disappointed in him. Blah.
Right, I understand. But I understand what you're totally. You're 100% right though. But to go on Facebook and blast your father and mother on Facebook, I mean.
But that's the way it is when you're a kid, though,
I
man.
know,
Everything
dude.
is so fucking horrible.
When I grew
when you're
up,
a kid, things are so fucking horrible.
When I was growing up, man, and I got into trouble with my mother and father, man, my father would put his boot up my ass.
Okay.
But we didn't have that shit.
normal.
And you know what?
Nowadays, if you put your boot up your kid's ass today, you get the child services called on you.
But you shouldn't have to do that to your kid.
Some kids deserve it.
It's just like one kid tells the other kid, "Hey, you can call child services," and it just keeps going. You know.
Right.
I mean, a lot of kids just call that because
you know,
they don't like their parents.
I have a 12-year-old son, and I've been fortunate enough to have my son. You know, my son respects me enough that it's never gotten to that, and I've never had any kind of issues like that. But you know what? If my kid ever told me that, I would let him know. Guess what? You ever try call child services on me? Believe me, you'll never call again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah,
Ever.
And that's where that's what the point I was trying to make with the whole entire video that this gentleman made. He was just proving a point. He was like, look, you're going to talk crap about me and your mother and your stepmother. I didn't get that stepmother thing. I mean, whatever. She went ahead and did all this stuff and called the lady that works for him at his computer repair shop a cleaning lady.
Yeah.
That's kind of uncalled for, man.
But who the fuck cares? Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? Her friends in high school? Really? Come on, dude, get over it. You're how many years older are you than your daughter?
The moral,
really?
The moral of the story.
Who cares?
But listen.
See, your daughter's trying to get a couple friends to make you look like a bad guy. So what? I'd throw myself under a bus for my own kid. You got to be a prick and go invade her privacy.
Well, it's funny because if she was pissed before, she's going to be super pissed now.
Well,
she's never going to forgive him for that because that sucks.
But here's the moral of the story. Guess how many hits this YouTube video got?
Millions.
2.6 million people seen this video, dude. 2.6 million.
Well, it's probably going to be on Tosh.0 if it hasn't been already.
If this is all fucking real and this is really honest to God true,
God,
and
I
his
hope
daughter
it is real.
and his daughter did
it's
it.
real.
If she doesn't kill herself because
That's
Who knows?
humiliation.
Unbelievably humiliation. She's never going to be able to go to school again for the rest of her life.
She's going to have
for
to
for the rest of
years.
her life. She's going to either kill herself or she's going to be a fucking crackhead.
You know what? Look, my father's done some crazy stuff in the past, man, where, you know, he totally embarrassed me in front of friends and stuff like that. You know, and I turned out okay. You know, I'm all right, though.
Yeah, but come on.
All right, well, yeah. Now, my father pulled out, you know, a 45 with hollow points.
Okay.
And started blasting my laptop.
Even if your dad did that in front of 10
Exploding
of your friends,
hollow points.
But even if your dad did that in
Overkill.
front of 10 of your friends, her whole school knows. Her whole city knows.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows. It's not the same. Yeah. It is not the same. What he did, it was just irrational.
And also, you couldn't do something like that when when we were kids. There wasn't anything that I couldn't just get on the BBS. You know, my dad would never read it. Like 20 people read that.
Right,
you know?
Dạ. Yeah.
I didn't even have a computer in my house.
Yeah,
so.
it took forever.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, it took forever to boot up because it was cassette tape.
Oh, yeah.
The VIC 20.
Exactly.
Yeah,
beta.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Took 20 minutes to get on, and then you had to take your house phone and put it on this little cradle.
Oh, I don't go back that far, but I go back almost that far.
Jeez. And then you had AOL 1.0.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It's painful.
And only thing you had on there was maybe 4 people on BBS.
Yeah.
And that was it, though.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, we had a really good BBS scene.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, you can complain about whatever. Nobody's ever going to read it. It's like people all over the world can read your Facebook.
Exactly. Right. And, you know, and you see a lot of this stuff happening on Facebook where people get fired and people lose their jobs because they post something wrong.
You get divorced.
You see everybody's public, knowledge. I mean, that's the worst thing to do.
You
is
find out which one of your friends is fucking your woman.
Right, exactly. Right. Like, oh yeah, Billy's fucking Timmy or Jill or something.
What?
Yeah.
Billy probably is fucking Timmy.
Right, exactly. So, and you find out all the information on Facebook, and it's crazy.
Well, there's always been a grapevine. It's just immediate now.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because we have an entire generation that their whole notion of privacy is just completely different.
Or Kermit the Frog is fucking Miss Piggy or something. You find out about that too.
Yeah, the technology's kind of removed the filter between brain and mouth.
Right, exactly.
And I don't know, I think things are worse off for it.
I agree.
I'm very old.
They are.
It's getting to the point right now where you really don't have any privacy.
I'm the youngest one out of all these 3 guys, and I even feel that way. So I mean,
yeah. It's weird that you have to hide things from your mother and father on Facebook, and then the guy was an IT guy, and he went.
That was stupid. If you're
that's right.
If your dad is an IT professional, that is dumb.
Right, exactly.
Obviously, he knows how to crack into your PC.
Exactly.
He does it for a living.
Right. She saved. It was real simple. She probably saved her password on that laptop.
Yeah.
And he just went up to Tools and up into Mozilla Firefox and said.
I was going to say. Yeah.
You know what?
She probably saved all her passwords in her Firefox. And,
right.
Maybe I learned the same shit from my parents. You know what? I would never invade my child's privacy. But you know what? When I was a teenager, I didn't do that shit. If anything, they found a little bag of weed in my sock drawer, and if anything, they pinched it. That was it. They pinched the bag.
Oh, you're lucky.
That was it.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that never happened. I didn't start smoking until after high school. But.
Now, my father, on the other hand.
Did your stepdad ever walk in on you getting a blowjob? That's fun.
Oh, that would suck.
No.
What's even worse is walking in on your mom giving your
the opportunity.
What's even worse is walking in on your mom giving your stepdad a blowjob. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Well, my father walked onto me having sex, man.
Oh, I've had out.
Yeah.
I've had that. No.
Because we had this spare, like like when you're a kid, you want your own privacy, and you got the spare basement, and you move into the basement, and then you're like you got in the basement is like adjacent from the house where you have your own entrance. which is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
At least
mom
you had that. I didn't have
right.
that.
My mom and dad would go to sleep, and I would sneak the bitch down in the basement, and then
they caught you going through the back door.
Right, and then pretty much
it's one thing if it's your parents. It's a whole nother if it's her parents.
Oh yeah, dude.
I've never been out of a second-story window that fast.
Oh, same here, dude. Same here. I'm sitting there rattling her daughter, and all of a sudden, mom comes through the door, and I'm like, gotta go. Out the window.
No! And nobody ever wants to admit this. It's one thing walking in on your parents having sex, but when you fucking walk in on your mom giving your dad a fucking blowjob, that's just fucking awful.
Whole different level.
It's just different.
It is a whole different level.
It's different.
I agree. All right, guys, on that note, we're going to get the hell out of here. We ran a little bit over, though. And I do appreciate all you guys sticking around listening to the show. And I want to thank our guests for coming on, Medicate for coming on, and our I guess that was Riggs from Scum of the Earth.
No, it wasn't, dude. No, it wasn't.
I think it was Riggs, man.
That was Ashton Kutcher. That's who that was.
Or Tosh.
Yeah, you were getting punked.
Yeah, it was Tosh, I think. I'll find out more later. I don't know, dude.
Love to know what you find out.
I will definitely post it on Facebook and let everybody know if it was really Riggs or if it was Tosh. So, all right. On that note, guys, we're gonna get the hell up out of here.
Snoogans.
We'll talk to you again next week, guys. Peace. We're out.
Okay. Wait. I love you. Okay. Bye.
I'm not even gonna say anything. It's so embarrassing.
What the fuck is going on?
The crew at Uncensored Net Noise would like to thank the sponsors that make our weekly show possible.
Cocaine Energy Supplement,
Lifestyle Limousine,
Intense Frequency Production,
Guitar Center, North Olmsted, Ohio,
Joe the Printer Guy,
Broken Fan Media,
and Pete99.com. Web hosting done right.
Did you miss any of the show?
What the hell happened to you guys?
Actually, we were hoping you could tell us.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows.
Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
We're supposed to be fighting for truth, justice, and the American way here.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints,
call someone who cares.
Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
Conspiracy theories and masturbation. I suspected there was a connection.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes,
shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com.
And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Must be great to be able to make a living doing something you love.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend.
And we'll catch you next week.
Sexy time.